right after school the next day I graduated. My advice to female up-and-coming barbers is, choose your environment. That's what's important. I know this is a male-dominated industry, but you decide where you want to work. And sometimes you do gotta start from the bottom, but don't think that that's where you're staying. Just keep working at it. It'll get easier. For me personally, the hardest thing to learn when you first start out is understanding the blend and being able to get that line out. It's easy to put the line in, but understanding how to perfectly get that spot out without adding another one, And then also coming out of school, you start learning more about beards, shaping, what's right for that client and their head shape. School gets you prepared a little bit for it, but you don't really feel it till you get in the shop. And then it's also enhancements, like beard enhancements and stuff. Making sure you don't mess up, because once you brush it on, it's it's on there, probably for 2 days. So good luck. So the hardest part of my job, I would say, being a white female in the industry, sometimes I get guys who are like, but can you cut my type of hair? Or is it hey, what's your fade game? They'll question me before they'll even sit in my chair. But it's one of those things, you just gotta get them in your chair, show them how it is, and then they'll come be a returning client. So another part about being in the male-dominated industry, sometimes you get guys who walk in and realize, whoa, you're all females? Never mind, they'll just think that female for some reason can't cut their hair. But there are guys who are girls pay a little more attention to detail. So some people come to me and say, I only have women cut my hair. So being in the same industry with my man, I find it fun because, when we're out in public, we scope out and see people's haircuts and we'll compare and say what we would do, to help fix it. Or it's just, it's just something fun that we can relate on, so it's pretty cool. I started off because he was my barber instructor, but I fell in love with him because he taught me the craft I fell in love with. So it's just one of those things that he would help me, I'd be like, hey, how's this haircut look every second, and now we'll be compare back and forth, and it's just a great, I love it. So working in an all-female barbershop, it does feel very empowering, and that female power. But there was one time when there was a guy that worked here, and I did learn a lot from him. It was a different aspect, being taught from my mentor Abby, and then being taught from Frank the barber. So it was they both helped me in areas that it was just one would say something, the other would say something, I would combine it, So it was a really good learning experience. I'm glad that I was able to learn from a male perspective and a woman. So the vibe with all females, you think that there's going to be some drama or, we're women, right? Hormones rushing and stuff, but really, I feel like I'm working with dudes, if we're being honest, because I used to hang out with dudes. That's how I got into barbering, just cutting guys. So I feel like we all had that similarity, and we're just pretty chill. We all get along, thankfully. No one wants drama. We don't want that. So, we just respect each other, one another. We help each other with haircuts sometimes, because we see across the room. So it's a really good vibe. Well, thanks to COVID, my 5-year plan, maybe a little setback, but I do see myself moving out of state, building up my clientele from scratch because I already know how to do it, and just be booked up, saving, and eventually I'll get closer to my goals. Hopefully 5 years I will be, a platform artist. So my next goal in this industry, I like to go to a lot of barber battles, and I tend to dress up because the whole cosplay barber, that's a little side thing I love to do. I go to MegaCon, Comic-Con, so I'll go dressed up hoping that I get recognized and in the industry and people get to know me. That way maybe a clipper company or some kind of educating team will pick me up, and that way I can travel with my clippers and become a platform artist. Or one day I also would love to open up a barbershop with my boyfriend. And, something that we would just settle down into and make it dope with video games and comic books and something different. Our shop talk and Mr. Man is not your average, sports and all the guy stuff, but a little deeper. We get into movies, or sometimes we are their therapist. So if they want to tell us about their relationship problems, or, we talk about everything. Try to keep the politics to a minimum, but everything comes up.